meteorologist Elisa Raffa is here with your pinpoint forecast. Elisa, we're kind of in a dry window right now, right?
Yeah, we've got things mostly dry out there right now, even some peaks of sunshine. You can see some blue out there behind us. But we'll have a few showers and storms possible today, not nearly as wet as it was yesterday. You can see some of those clouds in a much better view there of uptown from our tower camera in West Charlotte. And we'll have some of these clouds and a few storms possible today. We finally have some drier roads up in Boone and some peaks of sunshine there after a couple of days of the showers that just kept tracking through the higher elevations close to that front. Rain totals up in the higher elevations exceeded 3 and 4 inches in spots like Lenoir and Jonas Ridge. Morganton got over 3 inches of rain, just about 3 inches at Grandfather Mountain. And then around Mecklenburg County, parts of Charlotte saw over 3 inches of rain. South Park over 2 inches, over 2 also in Matthews, and just about 2 inches of rain fell in Huntersville. So we had some of these downpours out there yesterday. It was a very cloudy day with the showers just tracking north and west close to the front. You could see where some of those oranges are popping in the higher elevations with some of those 3-4 inch totals around 2 inches around Morganton, and there's that pocket just to the north of Charlotte and just to the south of Charlotte that got some of those heftier 3-inch downpours. Most of us are dry right now. We have a couple of showers that are tracking through Albemarle and exiting, and here's that front that's off to the north and west. Still has to come through today. So some downpours are still possible. We still have a lot of that moisture in place, all of those oranges and yellows. But with the rain being much more scattered, we are looking at a lower end threat for flooding from areas in Charlotte and areas to the north and west. So not as concerned about the heavy rain as we were yesterday. A couple of clouds out there today, spotty showers and storms. Temperatures warmer with more peaks of sunshine in the middle and upper 80s. And you can see here not too much going on Futurecast. We're mostly dry tonight, and we'll keep that chance of some spotty showers and storms going into tomorrow, because the front comes through and kind of stalls near the area, so that will keep some of these storms in play. And then by the end of the week, we'll find an area of low pressure trying to ride this front, and that's going to increase the coverage of storms. So we're pretty isolated through about Friday. You can see here more dryness on the boards, and then the rain chances increase going into Saturday, meaning we'll keep a more widespread rain. All the while, temperatures will trend cooler with more clouds and rain by the weekend. We could be looking at highs stuck in the lower 80s. Tropics still picking up. We've got 2 areas of development, plus Earl and Danielle still sitting in the Atlantic. Danielle is still a Category 1 hurricane out to sea in the northern Atlantic. Earl, still tropical storm, sitting north of Puerto Rico there. It's got 65-mile-per-hour winds. It continues its trek to the north, headed towards Bermuda. Could intensify into a hurricane as it does that. No direct impacts to the east coast, but with it intensifying, could be looking at some yellow flags at the beach this week with moderate to high rip currents. Remember, the rip current is when that ocean flow goes out to sea. So if you get caught in this, it wants to take you out to sea. So the best thing to do is to swim parallel to the shore to get out of it. So don't fight the rip current, swim parallel to the shore, or float if you can't get out of it. So something to keep in mind as those rip currents churn going into the week. Spotty storms possible today, 88 degrees. We keep things unsettled through the work week with some small storm chances, and then more widespread rain is possible by the weekend.